Hi, you guys. Good morning. I'm going to do a quick video because Teresa on Turning the Tables by Teresa Giudice, I don't know why I forgot by Teresa Giudice, dropped an episode with Louis Verwellis, and I saw it making the rounds on social media, but I've been recording other shows, but I wanted you guys to know that I did hear it, and I had a few comments about it, so I'm going to play and then comment. That'll be fun, shall we? Okay, let's do it. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. So you guys know that I did a YouTube a few days ago about Louis Verwellis still living with Vanessa 2.0, Moretta, at the time that he meets Teresa Giudice, right? And later, Teresa finds this out from Jackie Goldschneider in an off-camera meeting. But I thought you would really listen to this part of Teresa's podcast different because she seems to address this with Louis indirectly. I mean, obviously, they're being made aware of what is out there. And so I think this is their response to that. So I'm going to play it for you.
New project?
Yes, I'm so happy. I mean, even Pat, my producer, said that he sees the difference, that I'm really enthusiastic. I'm like, he sees how happy I am, and it's like a different vibe.
Okay, that's a dig at Melissa Feaster.
And listen, I want to talk about like how everything happens the way it's supposed to happen.
True.
Right?
True. Yeah.
I really believe that. There's like so many things like in our life, like even between you and me, and like things that have happened, and like as you get older, we're both like a fine wine, and like we get wiser with age.
Yes. I know.
And it's like, I don't know if people know this, that you and I, we didn't sleep at each other's houses.
No, we didn't.
I had 4 girls. He had, little Louis was living with him.
Hot car makeout sessions.
Yes.
Because we couldn't go to our houses,
And a lot of hotels in the city. Yes, a lot of hotels in the city. Because, you respected my daughters. Yeah. I respected your son. So we didn't sleep at each other's house.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. And so that's why, and how we found this house, guys, is Louis put in, we needed 7 bedrooms. So you put in,
7 bedrooms.
Louis was in Bergen County. So he, which was, I love that you moved to Bergen County, of course, because my kids were still in school.
Well, you're in Essex County, right?
We're Morris County.
Morris County. So we moved to Morris County.
Yeah, you were
from Bergen County.
He was in Bergen.
Okay, so blah, blah, but you heard that, right? They weren't going to each other's houses. Now, they're saying it's because of the kids, but it was also probably because one of the houses had Vanessa in it. Now, I don't want to be petty, but in this one, he says he started to realize how famous Teresa Giudice was a few days later. In the Carlos King Live, he was like, it took a few hours and his son talking to him about it, that he realized how famous Teresa Giudice is. I mean, I don't know how he didn't know who Teresa Giudice was, being that she's been on TV for 15 years or something like that, but okay. And it was odd that his son knew who Teresa Giudice was, but his dad didn't. But I suppose we'll give him a pass on that. I guess the next thing that kind of shocked me was him setting the record straight on the house. Let me play it for you.
We fell in love with it. I think we came back one more time to do one more walkthrough, and we closed the following Friday.
You bought the house, in 10 days?
We bought the house in 10 days. What people don't know is we bought the house and paid for it in full immediately. We got married. Fast forward a year after that, we got. Babe, take care. Thank you.
She's going down the strip for the week. I love you so much.
Have fun. Be safe.
Be careful, okay?
Be safe.
I love you so much.
Oh, so we bought the house. We saw the house on Wednesday. We came back and saw it on Friday, and we closed on the house within 10 days. We paid the house in full. We did some renovations. We moved in probably 10 months after we bought the house. And we started our life here. That's it.
And that's when we started sleeping together.
That's when we started.
Okay, I'm in the car now. Jeez, this is a rough day. I was about to play you, before I left, a sound bite of a weird sound clip of Louis Verwellis talking about his stepdaughters, and it's been cut from the show, I think. Somebody edited it out of the show because I couldn't find it, and I listened to the part that I think it was in. So I'm going to use Chrissy Balls now to play this for you because she caught it and had it on her channel. So let me play it for you.
I went to Greece last year. You know what you tell your daughters? Wear a thong.
What?
Do it now. Do it now. Because I didn't do it when I was young.
Yes.
Do it now. Experience it now. And then when they came out with thongs, you're like, good, you guys look fucking amazing.
Oh my God, you look so good.
You know, it's like, no.
Why is he
girls,
talking?
fly. I'm one step behind you. That's what you always make your girls feel like. Fly it, try it all.
Okay.
You know, nothing bad or anything like that. But I'm saying go to the club and dance, wear a thong, wear a short skirt, show your legs off a little bit because
No, listen,
one of they're the most proper girls I've ever met. But it's like experience it now.
Yeah, you're
Okay, now I'm at my house in like a lounge chair trying to do this video. This is taking me all morning. All right, so what I want to say, first of all, Chrissy Ball's face. Chrissy, I'm dead is just something else. We've heard, obviously, a lot of strange things come out of Louis Ruelas's mouth regarding his stepdaughters over time. And of course, I did that interview with his ex-employer, David Brill, in the Patreon, and he made a lot of really shocking allegations about Louis with young women, etc. We'll leave it there. You can go listen to it if you want. So this was obviously very shocking, especially after in a previous episode they had cut out a section of a podcast where Louis says that he goes on dates with his daughters, which seemed really odd, and his sons, but an unusual term for a time with your stepkid, right? Is a date. That word is odd choice. So I'll leave that there. Now, let's be fair. The podcast that Teresa did with Louis Ruelas was them gushing about their love for each other, saying how their relationship's so good. There was a lot of self-help in it. So, I suppose you could also argue the other way, which is look at how, he's elevated and spiritual and give the guy a break and Teresa loves him. But I'm not going to give the guy a break because frankly, they haven't given me a break. So why would I do that? Now let's move on to what Margaret said on Sirius Radio to Kiki and Reality. Checked her new podcast.
I think if there's any unanswered questions, I thought maybe I should call it.
Now, obviously, do you feel vindicated after this season? This was a long season for you.
Yes.
You have been essentially blamed for, trying to rip apart Luis and Teresa's wonderful marriage. Do you feel vindicated?
Yes. I feel so vindicated. It's absolutely insane. I mean, it took the whole damn season for the truth to come out. But it's so crazy because I did get that subpoena in 2021. It's like lawyer's subpoena. This wasn't like a court ordered. I had to show up. It came regular mail. And I was like, what is this? It was to be a witness in a domestic violence case for Louis. I had no idea what it even was. I had never.
So you give it to your lawyer and you were like, I don't want to attend this. I don't know anything about this. And you were like, I'm not going in. And they were like, fine.
Yes, exactly.
And everyone, didn't a bunch of people get these subpoenas, or a bunch of people were called as witnesses? It wasn't just you.
It was
Kim D got one.
People were called. I don't really even know, but that was in 2021. In the new case with the Bo Dietl situation, her attorney had, Ms. Reiser reach out to numerous people because that was her case, not just with Louis, but with Bo Dietl as well.
Okay.
So that's
why do you think Jackie turned on you? Because here's my thing. You definitely know where all the bodies are buried, unless for her. So I thought it was really odd that she would turn, knowing that you could easily get this information and we would find out that she is the one that had been meeting with the ex.
I legitimately did not find out till a week before we filmed that season finale.
I don't totally buy that, but I'm going to let Marge have it.
She had with not only the ex Vanessa, but there were two Vanessas. She had both Vanessas at her home.
Wow.
At her
Gee,
house.
does no one listen to my show? I said this last week.
At her home. She reached out to them. I have the screenshot of it, which was not shown. And in February 25th of 2021, before Louis had ever even come on the show. And understandably so. She wanted to get Teresa back for spreading that rumor. And she probably thought no one was ever going to find out or anything remotely like that. And I found out because of that sit down that they had about me. I had spoken to Vanessa's attorney and Vanessa, and I was like, what is this sit down they're having about me? What is this? Is there something I don't know?
Maybe.
And they were like, no, there's nothing. And they were talking about documents from 2021. Some made-up documents. I have no idea. Obviously, if there was something relevant that, production would love to show, receipts.
Of course.
So when I spoke to them, she was like, I can't believe Jackie would go to that sit-down. I mean, she had reached out to me in 2021 and actually had me at her home in her living room with her
Oh, it's possible. Yeah.
Me and the other Vanessa. I was like, what? She's like, yes. And she asked me all this information and, all of these things. And I think I was like in life shock. And I kept it close to my chest, knowing that we were going to the finale.
Which is smart. Now Jackie said she got a piece of information from the ex to be used if Teresa didn't stop. Did you find out what that piece of information was that she gave her? Was it the Warrior video?
I think it was very serendipitous. If you look at
I know what it is.
Okay.
Who also, thank God, told the truth and said she had nothing to do with me because she didn't. I was accused of all of that. And she said she doesn't know where she got the Warrior video from, but it could have been from the ex or it could have been from Jackie.
I mean, it had to have been dropped by the person it was to, right? So one of the Vanessas had to have leaked it to Bravo and Cocktails. That's all I'm saying. Thank God they did. By the way, that sucker's on my YouTube if you want to revisit it. It's in the... You'll see it. It's hard to miss his big old face right there in it.
Now, I mean, what was even more... I mean, the whole time Jackie is, like, basically saying she's your friend, but at the same time, your son is getting threats and, like, you're being thrown under the bus. Like, how do you feel about the fact that she was just kind of letting you and your son, like, get railroaded this whole time by pretending to be your friend?
And railroaded again. You guys had seen, I was threatened again, in the finale. My entire family. I find it appalling, disgusting. I was nothing but a champion for Jackie. I loved her. I cared for her. And she watched them do all these horrible things to me and never spoke up. So I actually...
Yeah, I mean, Luis wished... Luis wished suffering on you and your son. Like, on the internet, people are kind of like, what is that? I mean, that really, it kind of exposed a side of him that I think some people maybe hadn't seen before, and it felt too, like, who says that, right? I wish suffering on you.
It's horrifying. It's very disgraceful. And Jackie knew about that, knows that side and just, kept quiet. She probably didn't want that terror to come on herself and figured, let it come all on Margaret and no one will be the wiser. But, as fate would have it, it all came out. The truth all came out.
Do you think that Teresa, I mean, this whole explosion comes out. She finds out that the person sitting next to her has basically been the one that's been doing all this. And then Teresa acts like she doesn't care. She's like, I understand why she did that. Do you think the only reason Teresa was forgiving in that moment because she just despises you that much? Like, do you think Teresa...
Absolutely. Teresa didn't want me, as her dear friend Jennifer said, to have the win. Because she knew that I was absolutely vindicated in that moment. And Teresa could not admit to being wrong or anything remotely like that.
Jackie played it all wrong. Yeah. Wait, Jackie did what?
Jackie played it all wrong. If she had half a brain, Jackie should have said, yes, I wanted to stick it right up your ass. Jackie should have said to her, and I love Margaret, and you know what? I wanted to ruin you, and I did. I got you back. Margaret, I'm so sorry. How could I have done this to you? And ran to my side of the table. That's what Jackie should have done. She would have looked like a hero.
I agree, because here's my thing. What we know about Teresa is she's all about loyalty. And knowing that she basically trashed one of her good friends, you, to side with someone else, even if they become friends for, like, short term, I don't think it'll be long lasting, because Teresa will always be side-eyeing her as, like, you don't even have loyalty to the friends who had your back from the beginning. Why would you have mine, right?
Jackie has no loyalty to anybody but herself. She made that quite clear.
Now, at the sit down, you guys, I know that Dolores went back and forth between the rooms. Like, did you interact at all with Jackie, Teresa at that sit down, or you guys didn't see each other and you just watched the finale?
I can't really say. I just, you know, since that hasn't aired yet. But everybody will tune in. You know, there are some surprising, shocking moments.
Okay.
But,
I can't wait.
It's going to be a good watch.
I can't wait. I still want a reunion because...
Okay, that's it. What do I want to say about that? Well, that's not the only reason that Teresa had no reaction at the table, because Jackie and Teresa had spoken about all this ahead of time. So Teresa knew Jackie had met with Vanessa, or maybe one Vanessa. I'm not sure if she knew both. But nothing gets past Jim and Bo Dietl, so you can bet your bottom dollar that there wasn't much and isn't much that surprises Teresa nowadays, with them as resources. And in fact, I think the whole reason that Teresa became friends with Jackie was because she did know that she met with Vanessa and wanted to get the dirt that Jackie got from Vanessa to help Louis in his case against Vanessa. So there you go. So I would just say, when you see a couple gushing as hard as they are on a podcast, you have to wonder if it's really that good, their relationship. You know, there was fighting rumors coming all the way out of Greece, somebody dropped, which I think might have been, from the wording of it, someone very close to Teresa that dropped that tea that was concerned about her. Just saying. Anyway, it's pretty clear what the plan is. Make Gia Giudice the next Teresa Giudice, okay? So Gia is now doing the Sheen ambassadorship. Gia's filming a spin-off show Made in Manhattan, I think it's called, that she's doing. She was in the Jersey Shore, I guess, this weekend, hosting one of the trips for everybody for the finale. So, you know, Gia is the new focus in the family for fame and money, and good for her. What can I tell you? Let's hope she ends up with a good guy. I know she's engaged or getting close to it, so... yeah. Here is a video Gia dropped on her Instagram 3 days ago on the shore. I think after she got done filming, she probably stayed on with her sisters to do some promos. So happy for her. She looks really happy, and I think she's doing Tostitos and some sunscreen. Hopefully she got paid. All right, you guys, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And Jacqueline Larita's on the show. We're doing the watch party together. That'll be fun.